Welcome back to the Vancouver Island Trail. We are headed out on day 29, leaving Cumberland today. We had a glorious rest day yesterday at our friend's house in Cumberland, and we're ready to hit the trail. We're heading into the Beaufort mountain range, and we're thinking this section will take us 5 days. I am currently attempting to hike the entire length of Vancouver Island, where I was born and raised. The Vancouver Island Trail spans 800 kilometers, and together with my hiking partner, my husband Brian, we have completed 452 kilometers, that's 281 miles, over the last 28 days. In this episode, episode 5, we embark on an 84 kilometer, that's 52 mile, section through the Beaufort mountain range. Neither of us have ever hiked in these mountains, and day after day out there, we were in absolute awe. I can't wait to share this very special place in the world with you. We've done 10K so far today. Had a nice break here at this stream, got some water. Time to do another 5K sesh or so. Our goal is 20 to 30 kilometers today. So far the trail's been pretty cruisy, so I'm sure we'll make at least 20. We're still climbing up the river valley. It's a big day of climbing today because we're gaining the mountain range, and then we'll be hiking through the mountain range for 5 days, including today. So this is what often happens after a resupply rest day. You drop down out of the mountains into town, and then you climb back up into them out of town. I've noticed this pattern on all of my through hikes so far. So day 1, heaviest pack, and you're climbing. So you just gotta get used to it, listening to podcasts today. We got a lentil dish for this evening. It's pretty decent. We decided to camp around 6 p.m. We were both feeling pretty tired. We think we made it about 20K today, so we decided let's just set up here where there's a little pond and try to get to bed early so we could have a good sleep tonight. It should be a cooler night, so we're a little bit worried we're not going to be warm enough. Okay, all cozied up. I even added my poncho on top of my quilt for added wind layer. That was Brian's idea. Smart. So hopefully we stay warm. Good night. Good morning. We were okay temperature-wise last night. We weren't cozy, but we weren't shivering. So we were in that in-between. So it was okay. I definitely had decent sleep. Not an amazing sleep, but decent. So we're ready to go now. It's just after 7 a.m. So I've got my pack on. Brian's just finishing packing up a few items. And today we're aiming to do about 15 or 18 kilometers or so. But it's going to be like 2,000 vertical meters of climbing. So a big day. But we'll be up in the Alpine probably. So it should be a good day. We've almost done our first 5K of the day. Gonna stop at a lake. Get some water. We're at a break here, doing a snack break. Maybe it's our lunch break. I'm not even keeping track of the time today. It's 11 a.m., so early lunch break. Brian is trying to dry out our tent right now, and he's just, it looks hilarious. Why are you drying it like that?
Because I want to be warm. And it needs the verticalness.
You're warm holding it up like that. Are you?
Yeah.
The trail is quite difficult. There's not a lot of switchbacks. It's straight up or straight down. And it's not super established yet through these mountains. Like, there definitely is some trail markings. There's flagging and some of the orange flecks. But it's still hard to follow. And it's slow going. And honestly, I'm having a hard time with my attitude towards it right now. Like, it's beautiful. I love being out here. All of those things are true. But I'm finding the trail itself right now really tough. And yeah, I'm not in the best mood about it. But I'm trying my best. But, you know, some days out here are just harder than others. And today's one of those days. I love my little zero pump by Flextail. Love that it blows up my mat. We've got a couple meals we bought at the store at Robinson's Outdoors, and Brian just told me they are made here on Vancouver Island by a mother-son duo. So we're excited to try them because normally we eat all of our own homemade dinners. But sometimes we don't have time to make those, or we do more of a spontaneous trip or something. So we're excited to see what these are like. First up is the veg pie, very veggie shepherd's pie. Okay, here we go. Can you see that?
Yeah, you can bring it even closer.
It's like mashed potatoes with veggies in it. Has a good flavor. Has some really nice seasonings. Next up is the peanut rice with tofu Thai. Okay, so here it is. This one has a nice flavor. The consistency is really nice with the rice. And it feels like I'm not gonna get a tummy ache, you know? Like, it feels, even though there's lots of calories in it, it feels light. So seems pretty good to me. All right, I'm in bed at 7. I'm so tired, so I'm gonna go to bed now. Another big day tomorrow of hiking on the ridge. So see you then. Good morning. We had a great sleep last night. I slept from 7 till 6, so 11 hours, and it was a lot warmer. Well, maybe not a lot, but warm enough that I didn't wake up cold. So I'm feeling good for today. We've got a big day out on the ridge here. We don't know exactly how long we're gonna go, but we're gonna try to get some distance done, but it's gonna be a lot of up and down. And if yesterday is any indication, it'll be straight up, straight down. So should be an interesting day, but also an absolutely beautiful day. We're on our big climb now up Sable Mountain. So it's straight up. We're gonna be going about 250 vertical meters over the next half kilometer to get to the summit. So we've already done quite a bit of climbing. And Brian and I usually take a break about an hour into the day because we always feel hungry, but we've decided we're gonna push another like 45 minutes to an hour to get to the summit and do a really nice break there. And I feel so much better today compared to yesterday with that really good sleep. I feel like I have more energy, like my legs aren't burning and getting as tired as quickly. So that's a really good feeling too. And it's a stunning day out here.
This is great. We did it.
We're on the ridgeline now, so it's just like undulating and it's stunning. Amazing views. Couldn't be a better day to see all these incredible views. Today is champagne hiking, in my opinion. Perfect weather, epic views. And in terms of Vancouver Island hiking, pretty nice hiking too. Pretty easy to route find today. Champagne hiking.
I'm an expert at overthinking things that I shouldn't. You come across as a cool guy, someone is the opposite. And all my friends are leaving, but I want to stay here.
It's just the perfect day to be up here on this ridge. And I think because we can see Mount Baker, we can probably basically see the end of the island. You just can't really tell, but we can basically see the end of our hike. It's just still a few hundred kilometers away.
Where have you been? All my life, all lonely nights. You were always there at the same damn bar. I just never looked your way. And I'm seeing.
We are cooking dinner before camp tonight because we're here at this big lake, lots of water, and we're gonna camp at a dry camp tonight, probably, unless there's a tarn. How you doing?
I'm doing really well.
When I'm nervous, I talk too much.
We've made it to our camp spot. Check out this view. Incredible. So we just pitched our tent and we had dinner already. So we can just go straight to bed, but I'll give you a little tour of our site here to show you what our setup is usually like on this hike. Okay, so here is our Durston X Mid 2 tent setup. We usually guy line it out always, and then we'll add extra ones if we couldn't get the perfect symmetrical pitch. We also add rocks on every corner. Backpack leaning up against here, my shoes, my water bottles, my fuel, and I'll always hang my little face cloth up there. And then inside the tent, it looks a little disorganized right now, but we've both got our air mats and we attach them together with these straps called the coupler from Thermarest. And then we've got all of our sleeping quilts, our pillows, our sleeping clothes, electronics, anything like that in there. For our food, we hang our earth sacks in a tree. We tie them up into a tree away from the tent. Not every campsite is this beautiful, but when they are, it's incredible. We're lucky tonight. So peaceful and quiet too. It is a beautiful morning here in the mountains. So we are packing up now. We want to get going by 7 and try to do the rest of the ridge today, which is 20 kilometers. We only managed to do 11 yesterday, so we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be tough, but tomorrow we need to get into Port Alberni. So the more we get done on the ridge today, the more likely we get to Port Alberni and get to stay in our hotel tonight. So we're gonna try to stay focused all day. Morning is going super well so far. We are spotting the flagging pretty good and just trying to keep moving. Epic day up here. Epic. Okay, we've got 5 mountains or peaks on the ridge to summit today. 1's done, 4 to go.
No telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights. Won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs.
Absolutely gorgeous tarn here. Okay, we're basically at our 2nd summit now. So we've done 2, 3 to go, and we're feeling great. Oh, Brian was just looking for the trail and he found flagging, so that's awesome.
This is unbelievable here. It's so beautiful.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if
On our 3rd climb, in the heat of the day, it's like 1 p.m. So our pace is a little slower, but that's okay. 3rd of 5. So we're getting there.
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
We did it. Wow, baby. This is awesome.
Yeah.
What a view.
Yeah. Feels good. 3 of 5 done. Amazing feeling. Our next summit is actually quite close, and then the summit after is more of a distance. There's our next summit. This part of this trail reminds me so much of the Croatian long distance trail, because for section C on that trail, you're up on the ridgeline but close to the ocean, so you're looking down, or the sea, the Adriatic Sea, you're looking down on the sea the whole time. And that's what this ridge has been like. We've been looking down at the ocean the whole time. Mountains. Epic. Okay, right behind me, there's a weather station on the summit. We just got super close there, so we're done our 4th summit. 1 to go. And we've actually, I haven't seen them, Brian's seen them. He's seen 4 bears today, and each one was on a different summit. So 4 summits, 4 bears, not right on the summit. I mean like on the approach of the summit. There's the town we're headed to, Port Alberni. We have a hotel there tomorrow night. Hopefully we can make it. That must be the summit we have to do. We're gonna camp up there tonight. Okay, we've made it partway up our last climb, and Brian's hamstring's getting pretty tired. So we took a break and got some water in case he was needing more. Dehydrated, that's the word. So we're both tired at this point, but we usually switch off who's struggling more at any given time, thankfully. So I was able to do all the water filtering for us. So here we go, 200 vertical meters. It should take us probably just under an hour. Brian, you're going really slow. Okay, you okay? How's the hamstring?
Almost lost.
Okay, it'll take a little bit to warm up. We made it to camp. The sun is just setting over there. So we're filtering water, cooking up dinner. There's ravens flying above us, and we pitched our tent here. So we did it. We made it to the 5th summit of the day. And we only saw 4 bears overall. But we're so happy we did it. It was about 20K. A lot of vertical change. But that means from this mountain, we literally just have to drop down into town tomorrow. 25K tomorrow, but mostly on road, dropping down. So it should be pretty crazy. That was our goal. We want to get into town by like 4 or 5 p.m. before the post office closes. So we're really happy about that. And it was just an absolutely epic day. Couldn't have been better conditions up here. Oh, so stunning. So good. So yeah, we're gonna have dinner now and then probably go to bed right away because we are exhausted. Looks like we have a pad thai tonight. Looks so tasty. Okay, I've propped you on my fanny packs, so I'm too tired to go get my tripod. So this is happening. Okay, mung bean noodles. Oh, they're so good. And dehydrated meals, rehydrated meals. It's good. I love noodles. Good morning. It is a stunning morning here. And it's about 6:45, so we're gonna get going at 7 here. And we've got 25 kilometers to hike today, 200 meters vertical up and about 1,000 or so down. So let's get going. Okay, we've made the summit. Took us like a couple minutes. We camped just before it. So this is our last mountain summit on this ridge. And now it's time to drop down to Port Alberni. Another glorious day. We've made it down to the flats now. Beautiful forest. It is so nice down here in the Alberni Valley and so hot. It's really, really beautiful. At the road. So we will be back here tomorrow morning. We're not doing a 0 day here. Okay, here we go. We're leaving trail. See you tomorrow, trail.
See ya.
Heading into town, Brian and I are both really hungry. We're daydreaming about food. We can't even talk to each other. We've been listening to podcasts all day because we're tired. Okay, we got our 2 resupply boxes at Canada Post. Made it in time. It's like 5 p.m. They close at 6, so now it's time to go to our hotel. We are cozy in our hotel now, showered, we had a delicious meal at Twin City Brewing, and we're just relaxing as much as we can. We're not doing a 0 day here, so we are starting our next section first thing tomorrow morning. So thank you so much for watching this video. In next week's video, we will start out on our next section heading south from Port Alberni towards Lake Cowichan. So I'll see you then.